Good afternoon. My name is Trent Parker with the National Weather Service in Missoula, Montana. It is Thursday, September 25th, and that means it's time for your scheduled planning briefing. A couple key points. We've got a mostly dry cold front this evening. We could see some gusty west winds, 20 to 30 miles an hour, a little bit of smoke following that front, and some high clouds associated with it, but not a whole lot in the way of precipitation. Friday, we're going to see some temperatures near normal, but still going to be gusty, especially in the afternoon. And then those temperatures really start to increase for the weekend. Although there is one caveat, which is the cloud cover, which could inhibit maximum heating. But otherwise, Saturday we expect temperatures to be about 6 to 12 degrees above normal, and Sunday even warmer. And they've got a stormy and cool pattern setting up for next week, so we'll see some isolated mountain shower chances by Sunday afternoon, and much better chances for most of us by Monday. And then we're going to continue to see that prolonged period of near or cooler than normal temperatures, and some shower chances continuing through much of next week as well. So here's what the current satellite looks like. We've got that cold front pushing in here across the Pacific Northwest, an area of low pressure that's not really going to affect us in California. And here's what it looks like for the higher end wind gusts this evening. We could see maybe some 20 to 35 mile an hour gusts. Some of the higher terrain, maybe even up to 40 miles an hour out of the west, especially up there along the Continental Divide. And those winds will kind of decrease overnight into early Friday morning. These are common wind gusts. They do not include strongest wind gusts from thunderstorms or showers or any kind of gusty outflow. So just keep that in mind. But otherwise, we've got a pretty windy next couple of 24 to 36 hours here, all the way through Friday evening, and then they start to really relax through the weekend as we've got that ridge of high pressure setting up overhead. And then by early next week, with the storm approaching, we'll see some increasing southwesterly winds during the afternoon hours, Monday, Tuesday, and even into Wednesday. Here's what the temperatures look like as far as a trend goes. The hottest day will likely be Sunday, but otherwise a nice cool day for most on Friday, warming back up through the weekend, and then we're going to cool things back down into early next week. And as far as relative humidities are concerned, if you do have any kind of fire weather concerns, a pretty dry day today, a little bit less dry for Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday we're watching that one. It could be warm, dry, and then we're going to moisten the atmosphere back up as we head towards next week. Here's what it looks like for Sunday. Just a ballpark for your high temperatures, looking like some low 80s across the Bitterroot and Missoula valleys, upper 70s there towards the Flathead, and in northwestern Montana, some of those lower valleys getting into the mid to upper 80s. As far as precipitation is concerned, over the next 3 days, we're not expecting any kind of accumulation. But then as we head towards early next week, those precipitation chances do start to climb, especially by Monday afternoon and into Tuesday. And that's when we'll start to see some more widespread precipitation. This is what it looks like for days 4 and 5. We start to see a little bit of that light precip sneaking in. This goes through early Tuesday morning. And then by basically early Thursday morning, late Wednesday, most of the area will at least see a pretty good chance to see some wetting rains, if not a little bit more than that. Some of the higher terrain, especially on those windward slopes across the Bitterroot into the Nez Perce, you could likely see maybe a half an inch or more across the area. As far as wetting rains are concerned, that would be a tenth of an inch or more in a 12-hour period, about a 15% chance in Missoula on Monday, and then that ticks up to near 40% chance by Tuesday. And so that'll be likely the wettest period will likely be Tuesday for most of us. 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook features above normal chances for precipitation, and we're kind of right on that cusp of near to above normal temperatures as we head through the rest of the month and into the new one. And don't forget, we have that online spotter talk. If you want to become a weather spotter, go ahead and scan this QR code. Recently, it hasn't worked, but we just updated this, so it should work for you now. Otherwise, give us an email and we can send you that direct link to RSVP. Thank you for watching. The next scheduled briefing will be on this Sunday, September 28th. Hopefully, you guys have a great weekend.